Department of Corrections is set to deploy its latest graduating class to the front lines in the fight against fentanyl in Washington state prisons, jails, and communities. This week, 3 canines and their handlers graduated after several months of intense training, making all the dogs certified to find fentanyl. Steve's in the ARC Lounge this morning with trainer Terry Hartman and 2 fentanyl-trained dogs. Steve?
Yes, and the second one literally just showed up about 60 seconds ago, so perfect timing here. We have Terry with, tell us who you're with here.
We're with the Washington Department of Corrections Canine Training Program.
And this is Cash.
This is Cash.
All right.
This is Jaeger.
And this is Jaeger with your handler.
Yep.
Officer Nazarchuk.
Nice to have you both with us here this morning. And Serge just graduated yesterday.
I did.
Or not Serge, I'm sorry. Jaeger just graduated yesterday. So
Yeah.
a new graduate, so amazing. So tell us about your partnership with Cash here and how long he's been out sort of addressing this type of problem.
Well, I've had Cash working for a year or so. Jaeger here, he just graduated yesterday, as a matter of fact. We had 3 students that graduated yesterday. We had a couple of prison teams, and we had a team that went to the Chelan County Jail.
Amazing.
So,
talk about just the overall problem that you see in jails and prison. I mean, is it bigger than what maybe the public might have a perception of?
I mean, drugs are a problem for everybody in every walk of life. It's not any better in the prison system. You know, we have people who suffer from substance abuse regularly.
Yeah.
You know, we do everything we can to try to, you know, assist them with whatever treatment we can get them, but we also try to do things like we're doing with the dogs here where, you know, it's about trying to find it, locate it, get it out of there. You know, we're subject to fentanyl just like you see on the street. It happens. So, yeah, we're fighting that with dogs as best we can.
And we should note, Cash is probably looking for one of the chew toys or something that's hiding in your pocket.
Yeah,
right
he is. I have a toy in my pocket, and he's not happy about that.
Yeah, exactly. He wants to get that thing. So how do these dogs help with that process of addressing the problem of fentanyl or drug use inside
Well, they give us
prisons?
the ability, obviously, to locate it and remove it so that, you know, we can hopefully try to provide a safer environment for the incarcerated individuals and the staff. And we go out and, you know, assist local law enforcement if they need it. A lot of local law enforcement come to us for canine training, so we probably do 6 to 8 teams that go out into the community every year out of our department alone.
Okay. And I would imagine the training that the dogs and handlers have to go through is quite intense. What does that process look like?
We do a 6-week program. When they come out, they're certified with the Washington State Criminal Justice Training Commission, which is, you know, governed by all the WACs for the state. So they come out fully certified and ready to hit the road.
How do you select if a dog might be a good fit for this type of thing?
All of our dogs, coincidentally, are unique in our program in that our dogs are rescue dogs. We get them out of humane societies and rescues. So they're kind of the 1% of dogs that we have out there. We select them on hunt drive or, you know, ball drive as we call it, which is what Cash's problem is. So, you know, we're looking for this dog, you know, that this is it for him. This is all he wants. Nothing else matters. And so, you know, it's a game for the dog. You know, we teach them, hey, you find this, you get the toy. You find this, you get the toy.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's really a pretty simple game for them. So the dogs usually pick it up a lot faster than the people do.
Yeah, I would imagine. When you hear about, you know, this type of training or maybe, you know, searching for drugs, that sort of thing, you know, I would imagine that people automatically think that this is putting dogs, for example, in danger. Certainly some of the handlers too. How do you sort of ensure that you guys remain safe and the dogs are okay?
You know, we have not had an overdose with a dog. Most of the dogs are, you know, they're not really at risk. You know, we carry fentanyl, or not fentanyl, we carry Narcan in case there is an exposure. Yeah. You know, so we have vets on call. You know, we have safety protocols. All our handlers go through first aid classes. So, yeah, we haven't had any issues with it.
And how often are the graduations? We know we talked about the one that just happened yesterday.
Yeah, we
with the
usually
3
have
dogs,
2 a year.
2 a year.
Yeah,
okay.
we usually do 2 classes a year.
Okay. And then when do you begin that process of maybe looking for who might be part of the next training exercise?
Well, we have a list of people that want to come to class, and then we just kind of work down that list, you know, and go that way. I'll be starting to look for dogs again real soon, so I'll be out scouring the humane societies and rescues, looking at dogs, surveying them, looking for more guys like Cash here.
And how long have you been doing this?
I have about 17 years in canine. I got about 30 years with the department.
Okay. What prompted the interest for you, especially with canines?
You know, I don't know. I had an opportunity to apply for it. It looked fun, and then it just went on from there, and it's become a passion for me.
Yeah. And obviously kind of fun playing with the dogs sometimes, too.
Yeah.
They do very important work.
It is, yeah.
Lives with you, I assume?
Yeah,
Okay.
all of our dogs stay with their handlers at their house.
Just amazing. Just
Yeah.
amazing. What do you think some of the biggest misconceptions are that the public might have about the canine teams that, you know, address this type of problem within the prison
I think there's a lot of
system?
fear that goes along, with dogs fighting drugs, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's pretty safe. It's a pretty small number of events that I ever hear of happening, and it's pretty rare. So that's probably the biggest misconception.
What kind of treats do they enjoy?
The tennis ball.
The tennis ball.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Anytime you can play this one as well. I know you're not mic'd up, so let me stand close to you. But what about this one?
Jaeger over here, he's a little bit toy sensitive. He does like the ball, but the toy he likes is the tug.
Ah,
So
okay.
for him, it's more about the prey drive. Jaeger, come here. Come here. Sit. If you look, his eyes
Just follow it, yeah.
focused on the toy.
Just zeroed in on the toy.
And I am just in between the toy.
You're just in between the toy. That's what he wants. Well, really fun to sort of learn about this process, and obviously very appreciative of the work that you guys do and helping address a really serious problem around here. And fun having some dogs come in. So again, the 3 dogs just graduated yesterday, and there's certainly more and more to come, Tyra.
It's important and good for those dogs. Congrats on graduating as well.
Deserve a lot of treats.
Yes, they do. Thanks,
Yeah.
Steve.